When we started this project, we began thinking about what ways we could help people with autism or high anxiety. It was brought to our attention that anxiety is caused by new situations and changes in circumstances. Because of this, we brainstormed so that we could decide how best we could help people lower their levels of anxiety by familiarizing themselves with new situations. Our app, Touring with Portals, is our plan to solve these problems of high anxiety when going to a new place like school or college. We aim to use augmented reality to recreate locations and rooms using portal technology. This is the wireframe for the Touring with Portals app. Basically, we want it to open up on a picture of a map of a campus, hospital, or place of business, whatever place we want to make a tour of. The person who is using the app can tap on the map. They can zoom in, zoom out, move all around it, and they'll click on an icon, tap on an icon, which will take them inside a specific building. Right now it's the Albertsons Library. And then they can click on another button in there, which will take them to whatever other location. And they will see a view of the room 360 degrees around them as if they are actually in the room.
We wanted to try out a few different ways to immerse the person in our app by giving the illusion that they're actually in the place shown on their device's screen. To achieve this, we decided to get several different types of images from a few rooms around the Boise State campus.
This is the sphere version of the portal that we might be going with. The image looks fairly good once I get it in there, but there is a little bit of distortion since this image wasn't taken from the middle of the room. It does not seem to work as well as the cylinder, at least visually, but we'll do more testing with the camera from a more centralized location, and it should make it look better. This is the cylinder version of a portal with our panoramic view. As you can see, it captures the video and the image pretty well. And there's a little bit of distortion at the bottom and the top, but that is only because it is the same image put on either side of the cylinder. That will not be included in the final product.
Once we figure out which of these image implementations work the best, we can begin to take the images of that type and implement them into AR Portal for several different rooms.
At this point in time, we have a working prototype for our Touring with Portals app. We decided to expand our focus not only to showing rooms in 360 using Sphere, but we also decided to add a time functionality. So we have taken images of the rooms at different times throughout the day in order to add more functionality and allow the users to see what the room would be like throughout the day.
For my part of the project, I had to take 360 photos of multiple angles of the GIMM lab, from the Mac lab to the hallway to two sides of the GIMM lab itself. I had to take 360 photos because we need to use those for sphere objects in our Swift app. We decided on this because our team leader said spheres would work the best for having a wrapping material in a 360 view. So I took the initiative of spending an entire day taking pictures every hour on the hour so we could use them for our project.
The time buttons are used to show the spheres at different times to help the person using it become more familiar with the area at different times of the day. And I was also working on changing so those time buttons would change the material of the sphere. As of right now, we're not sure if that is working.
While working with the 360 photos, I did record some 360 video and have been working to incorporate it using some 360 video code, which I think we got working. The only problem now is incorporating that to change materials for each timestamp sphere. once we get that underway, we can add 360 video to all timestamps, which would be great.
A lot of my part of the project was cleaning up the UI and also implementing the info buttons that appear on each time within the spheres. A big challenge, I think, that I found was figuring out exactly how to collaborate on the Xcode files with other people when multiple people had different versions of the code, because we could only really work on certain parts one person at a time. So, but we were able to figure that out, and the timestamps actually are working with the info buttons, so everything worked out.
We made a lot of progress with our app touring with portals. We've added materials to spheres, so we have the capability of moving the device around and being able to see everything within a 360-degree arc. Our final product will have a scanning mode where you point the device at an image, and that image will have a sphere anchored to it. That sphere will be able to be entered by anyone holding the device. They can walk into the sphere, and it will have basically the same functionality as our original idea, except for that the sphere will be anchored in space instead of constantly surrounding the device. This will be a much more immersive way to get the person inside of the new space that they are experiencing, and it will help them to experience our app in the most effective way. We made this app to help people familiarize themselves with new environments and offer them the opportunity to set expectations of what those spaces may look like in the future. It also could help with sensory training to help avoid discomfort from unexpected stimuli. In addition to personal use, therapists could use this as a tool to help their clients with anxiety related to new places. This project had many challenges and changed a lot from the beginning to the end, but we think touring with portals has potential to help a lot of people.